Good afternoon and welcome to TradeSetup. This is the afternoon wrap for the 20th of September. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at the ASX200, the price action for the day. We'll also go through gold. We'll take a look at the Aussie dollar, what happened today and what we expect for tonight. And we'll also take a look at the S&P 500 and what we could be looking at tonight. Some levels to be watched for the session. Okay, looking at the ASX200, this is a 30-minute chart here. We can see the longer term price action has been working its way low. We had a good sell-off down there and we found support at 51.58, sorry. And the market has been pretty much bounced off that support and then pushed higher and took out that 52.93 level. Now, since then, it's actually been contracting and just consolidating between 53.08 and 52.65. We just drill out a bit here. And today, it's actually looking quite positive. We can see support's holding at 52.65 and we're expecting a bit of just bouncing around between here, a bit more consolidation, but what it's done is build a higher low here at 52.80 and it's looking really positive into the close there, really just for a close above that 53.08. We'll have to see how that goes. It is well into, it's getting into overbought territory there, so we could easily spike through, pull back into that range, make another high low, and then tonight just continue higher. We'll have to see how that plays out tonight on this on the 30-minute chart, and just see if we can get some further continuation. This level 52.65 does hold. What we could be seeing is really just a washout of those highs, stopping a few longs, and then turn around and stop them straight back out again and head lower. But so far so good. That's price action is actually looking quite positive. Okay, the Aussie dollar 1 hour chart here. We've been looking at this for a while now. We have had that push lower from 77.25. We found a base at 74.36, which we then broke out of that downtrend, and we consolidated for a while, and then we pushed straight back up through. So the important level was at around that 7,500, those two highs there, before we retested to 74.36. So once we took that out, then you can expect that that downtrend has been broken, well and truly broken. What we wanted to see then was a higher low, which we've got, and then we pushed straight through that 75.27, a good push through straight up to 75.66. Now what we're looking for is potentially another higher low to build that base, to work our way back up through 75.66. Who knows, from there we could be heading straight back up to 77.25. But if that, see, at the moment we're in that borderline area where we could easily just roll over, and that could be a minor lower high, and we could push straight back through this this green shaded zone 75.30, straight back down to 7,500, even all the way back down to retest 74.36. But at the moment this price structure is looking pretty good. We just have to see what happens later on the US session. Okay, gold on the 1 hour chart. We've been looking at this for quite a while also. We had that downtrend pretty much when we made those highs up towards 13.56. We rolled over, made that lower high here, and then we continued just to make lower lows, lower highs. Worked our way down to 13.05 where we found some support. We didn't wash out those lows there. We had lower lows probably around the 1300 mark or just above 1302. We only got to roughly 1306, 1305 zone, and we can see that that's really contracting in on itself there. We've got that daily uptrend, that sloping uptrend support level there. That could hold. We're expecting that to hold. We are in overbought territory on the 1 hour chart, so really we may see a bit more contraction before the market decides which way it's heading. But we could easily just pull back, hold that support, the daily support above 1305, and then take out these, that 1320 level to really kick higher. But we'll see how that goes. If that's the case, we take out that level there. Actually, we'll just quickly draw that in. If we can take out that high there, yeah, then we're heading up to 1330. Would expect even potentially straight through that to 1356. But again, it's all dependent on the US tonight and the interest rate outlook. I think that's tonight and tomorrow night, and what Yellen comes out and says for interest rates and what they're expecting in December. Well, that then takes us to the last chart here, the 1 hour chart of the US S&P 500. Now we can see that we've got that initial push down and that Monday rebound, and then we can see that's just making minor higher lows and lower highs. So really the market's contracting overall. So what it did wash out only slightly, this high level around the 2150. That was, I think, overnight last night, and we got to about the 2152 zone. And then we headed low, but what we are doing also is making these higher lows here. So that's quite supportive of a push through 2150, a convincing push up through here. The 2152 potentially taking out these highs, 2163 on our way back up to the top end of that range at 2194. But it's still a bit of work to do. I think everyone's just focused on what Yellen's going to say in the Fed Reserve speech over the next couple of days and see what their outlook is on rates. Obviously nothing's expected for September. It's gone right down, the expectation for that, but still the expectation of a rate rise in December. So everyone's focused on what she's going to say and if she's going to hint at that rate rise or not. If she is hinting at a rate rise, we probably could just be heading higher towards December. Otherwise we could just be stuck in that consolidation and, you know, capped at 21.94, maybe lower side in 21.17. We'll see what happens tonight or even the next few days. All right, that's it for today. We'll speak to you again tomorrow.